Hello you beautiful human being. Are you surprised that I am back? Well, I am too. For so many years, the owner of this channel decided to experiment and used different voices. Eventually, the other voices failed to capture my charisma. I am just different, and the channel feel more intelligent when I'm the one doing the voiceover, compared to having bro voice puking nonsense when he opens his mouth. Please don't tell the owner that I said he sucks, as I don't want to crumble that little confident he got left this year. So, the first order of business is we will be back to the old school grind of providing quality content for you guys, beginning with this one. This will not be an ordinary Warframe mod guide, as I know that you already know the basics of modding in Warframe. The basic is, one must get all corrupted mods, primed mods, and umbral mods to increase the lethality of your Warframe builds. I know you already know you needed primed continuity for duration, primed flow for the obvious mana reasons, and all those power strength mods like blind rage to increase your power strength. What I'm going to offer here are mods that grants you quality of life to your builds, but before we get into those mods, I want to discuss first one corrupted mods that I strongly recommend for any caster builds right now, and that is the catalyzing shield mod. What this build does is cuts down your shield values and then grants you 1.33 seconds of invulnerability with the shield gating mechanic. This is busted in my opinion, as even though it cut downs your shield values, it lets you abuse the shield gating mechanic. The setup for this is using auger mods or the brief respite aura mod that grants you shield values depending on how much energy you've spent in casting a skill. Now, you will get like 70 plus shield without any boost from mods. When you have auger mods in your pistol, 1 or 2 cast of your ability will grant you max shield values. If you have constant energy sustain, you can spam this tech and abuse the 1 second invulnerability of shield gating. Don't go in the comment section asking if it will be good for Inaros or Kullervo though. There's a reason why it's called shield gating and not health gating. By the way, you can get this mod from the Orogin vaults which you can access from Deimos tileset maps. Preferably, it will be faster to look for those vaults in capture missions. But good luck with RNG and may the god of chances give you catalyzing shield at your 100 tries. I'm just joking. The second mod I want to talk about is preparation. Before you go yapping in the comment section below that this is a super cringe mod, let me give my humble opinion on how this makes farming a lot easier. Preparation gives you full energy at the start of every mission except when doing Sanctuary Onslaught. This mod is often used in your Exilus mod and it makes farming prime parts a lot easier. If you see a Volt zooming to extraction, or Titania flying around spamming Thermal Sunder while you just load into a mission and asking what's happening, then that's probably because they have full energy at the start of the mission. This is a great quality of life for those relic farmers out there. And instead of waiting for Zenuric to get energy, or an energy orb to drop so you can cast your skill, you can get this mod from the Arbitrations vendor in the Arbiters of Hexis room for 30 Vitus Essence. The next mods on this list are the Bond mods which was added last year during the companion rework. Pets and robotic companions are undying right now. Although they get down, some Bond mods will lower the downtime of your companions. Most Bond mods are great because of the added support they give to your Warframe. Since companions are almost immortal right now, you can use duplex Bond to create copies of your companion and distract enemies. This mod is also great for status spreading, as sentinels like Deriga can use its weapon well to spread status effectively, but in most cases, duplex Bond is used for distraction, and the best status spreading Bond mod for this is Manifold Bond. Best paired with Deriga or Nautilus Sentinel. The Deriga will have insane status spreading with this Bond mod, while Nautilus becomes super effective in grouping enemies with its Cordon mod precept. With Hellstrom in your Sentinel weapon, the Nautilus will be able to proc multiple statuses. Then using his Cordon precept, enemies will be grouped together and you can kill them within an instance. This will trigger another grouping from Cordon mod precept, as Manifold Bond will not only inflict a random status, but it will also lower the cooldown of the Sentinel Augment mod per enemy killed with status effects. There's also a Bond mod that works well with Necros, and by the way, this Bond mods that lower the cooldown of downtime for companions are crucial in terms of farming endurance runs, as it allows you to take full advantage also of the new Retriever mods. These are new mods that got added during the companion rework. Basically, these are extra credit or resource booster and can stack with other sources. Necros and other farming warframes are very happy when this got added to the game, as it gives you extra boost in resources and credits. You can use this in your dog, preferably the Cheshire variant, and call it Loot Mama. Your Necros will be super happy and will bless you with hundreds of Argon crystals when farming. Next on this list are faction mods. Probably you have seen a lot of guides saying that you should use faction mods because they increase your damage. But they don't tell you how exactly. You see, Warframe has this thing called diminishing returns, and you are losing a lot of damage when you pair a mod that increases your weapon damage with Arcane Merciless that also increases your weapon damage. This is where faction mod comes to be more effective, as it will increase damage done to all enemy types of the corresponding faction, including bosses. It is calculated as a total damage multiplier against the faction in question. Faction mods increase the weapon's raw damage, and is applied a second time to damage over time from status effects created by it, and this is what we know in the game as double dipping. These type of mods have great potency when used with toxin, slash and heat. It can further add insult to injury when you decided to add raw in your Warframe as a subsumed skill, making it a triple dipping mechanic that grants insane DPS to your weapon. Primed faction mods are probably the best, and you can get them from that scam avoid trader that always bring primed disappointment when he is at a relay. But if you have the platinum though, then you can buy most of the mods I have listed here from other players. I might give one to you if you consider subscribing to the channel. That's not bribery, by the way, that's smart marketing. Okay, let's continue feeding your brains with mod combos until you forget every single one of them. I would like to add status damage mods in this list, which are great if you are maximizing the damage potential of damage over time effects such as what I have mentioned earlier. If you are building a slash, heat or toxin monster combo, then might as well check out all the elementalist mods in your mod collection, as they can be very effective in further increasing the damage of your status damage combo. Then, I also recommend getting Arcan Vitality, which is essential for all Relic and Prime parts farming compatriots out there who are a sucker of Thermal Sunder setup. If you are a Thermal Sunder Titania, then get good by adding Arcan Vitality in your setup. The mod allows you to double proc heat in one instance, giving you more damage potential, which is good enough to provide decent killing speed against level 70 and lower enemies. This is mostly the farming spots for Relic hunters, and it's super handy to have Arcan Vitality in boosting the damage of Thermal Sunder. Not to mention that it's the best in slot for our fiery hot Warframe named Ember. Also, I would like to mention Precision Intensify, a mod that gives you extra power strength in your fourth ability. This is a great alternative if you want to boost your ultimate ability's damage, such as Mace's Peacemaker, or Styanax. I forgot that name of that goddamn stick throwing ability. This gives you 90% power strength boost, and Blind Rage gives 99% power strength boost. It's a no-brainer to put this in your mod setup instead of Blind Rage if you are smart enough to know that you have more efficiency in your build with Precision Intensify, which leads to better damage performance in real mission. In addition, I would like to add the boring mods. I mean the boreal mods in this list. A full set of boreal mod gives you 60% damage reduction while airborne, which multiplicatively stack with other airborne damage reducing mods. If you are planning to build an aerial tank character, then might as well consider these boring mods in your build. Then, there's the mecha mod set, which is now perfect with the Cheshire farming setup. Not only that, your companion will be a great farming buddy, but he or she will also give you nuking through mecha empowered, and lots of armor values with the help of mecha pulse. Just be reminded though that heat, toxin, slash, and even the blast status are best for a mecha set combo, since it gives you more chances of activating the effect. Also, I also recommend trying out the Nera mods in your build, especially if you are using the Yeet machine setup, which comprises of Sarin and the Duveri hammer. The Nera mod set gives you additional slam damage to the setup, giving an extra toxic bonk to your Sarin Nuka setup. It's one of the most broken, overpowered, super powerful, insane and outrageous setup that you can use right now to blow up even the smallest cell of what's left of Konzu's hair. This is perfectly fine DE, and please look away and enjoy developing the next update, which is set in Venus. Oh my god, I'm just back and I'm already in trouble. So, anyway, The last mod is one of the most broken mod that every Warframe player must have in the game. If you are watching, please don't tell anyone about it or this will get nerfed as soon as this information spreads. I'm talking about the diamond skin mod that grants radiation resistance to yourself. It makes you immune to radiation, which is truly broken, given how good the enemies in this game in dealing massive radiation damage to our Warframes. If I put this on my Warframe, then I am safe to play Warframe 1999 as it gives plus radiation damage, which is almost close to non-existing in the game. And, you all know that the most dangerous thing in the world are those things that you think don't exist or can't hurt you. So, putting diamond skin in your Warframe is a great way to be prepared. Okay, I'm just playing. Don't ever do that. I'm just stalling here so that the YouTube algorithm will put more ads to this video and help the owner of this channel. I think I succeeded on my mission and I'll see you on the next one. Also, consider subscribing to help this bum revive his channel. Or not, because I don't care anyway. Not until he apologizes for sidelining me for so many years. So, do whatever you want but don't hurt anybody. Spread peace and love. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader, signing off.